Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Brooklyn Hine. Breaking news regarding flights with upcoming Thanksgiving travel. The Federal Aviation Administration will end its flight reduction emergency order on Monday, meaning flights will resume operations as normal, as officials announced today. The emergency order will officially lift Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, ending the reductions that caused mass cancellations and delays at airports. More members of Congress are calling for the release of the Epstein files. CBS News' Willie James Inman is traveling with the president in Florida and is following a major breakup in the MAGA movement.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene says she still supports the president following the breakdown of their relationship. This weekend, the commander-in-chief issued several social media posts, one calling her a ranting lunatic and another a traitor.
The most hurtful thing he said, which is absolutely untrue, is he called me a traitor, and that is so extremely wrong, and those are the types of words used that can radicalize people against me and put my life in danger.
President Trump dismissing her concerns.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't think her life is in danger. Frankly, I don't think anybody cares about her.
Greene says her public falling out with Trump is over the Epstein files and the critical vote expected this week compelling the Department of Justice to release all of the documents. And now an about face from the MAGA firebrand. The Georgia Republican says she wants to end toxic politics.
I would like to say humbly, I'm sorry for taking part in the toxic politics. It's very bad for our country.
Before their feud, Trump and Greene were closest of political allies. Greene, along with several GOP and Democratic House members, have been pushing for the release of the Epstein files connected to the convicted sex offender and his personal and political connections. As the president plays defense on Epstein, a new CBS News poll shows the economy, jobs, inflation, and health care are top issues facing the country.
And the White House is now backtracking on some of the president's tariff policies in an effort to lower prices at the grocery store as the president faces scrutiny over the cost of living. Willie James Inman, CBS News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
A developing story on former Vikings player Kris Boyd. Boyd, currently a cornerback for the New York Jets, was shot early this morning. According to law enforcement, the shot was right outside a New York City restaurant at around 2 a.m. Boyd is currently hospitalized in critical condition. No arrests have been made.
Well, as we head into the upcoming work week, we're going to have a little bit of a chilly start to the day because we have mostly clear conditions going on tonight. So it'll be a quiet morning, but definitely a cool start. Just a couple clouds now moving through southeastern Minnesota. Otherwise, most of the area looking pretty clear as we go into the early morning hours. Because of those clear skies, though, expect some chilly conditions. The good news is the winds are going to be calm, so we're not really tracking any wind chill out there. That thermometer is going to be reading exactly what it's going to feel like when you step out the door, but it is going to be chilly nonetheless. 23 for your low in the morning in Eau Claire. Still warming though, fairly mild as we go into the afternoon, likely seeing high temperatures back near average. So chilly in the morning. We'll see some cloud coverage increasing as we go throughout the day, and ahead of that clouds, or behind those clouds I should say, we do have the chance for some rain and some potential snow to mix in a little bit after that could affect our Tuesday morning commute. So I'll have the detail on that in a little bit.
All right, thank you, Nicole. A Main Street staple in Fountain City is coming back to life with a new look and a familiar name. News 8 Now's JDS McGee joins us from the newsroom with what's behind the revival of the corner store. JDS.
Fountain City since 1965, and after years of sitting empty, is reopening with a new purpose. The building dates back nearly a century, first as a soda fountain, later as a family-run general store. Now it's been brought back to life, and locals didn't waste any time filling the place back up.
It's been an amazing opening weekend so far. I think the community was just so excited to see this space restored and open again, similar to what it used to be.
The store features hot chocolates, espressos, and lattes. But the owner says what made opening weekend special wasn't just the menu. It was the stories people brought with them.
Opening far exceeded my expectations. I couldn't have imagined more people coming in, and just the vibe in here, the community that gathered. It was so fun to hear stories people that had memories that were here decades ago, and people sharing it to the next generation. I think that was really special.
Now, the corner store is now officially open in Fountain City. We will have a list of their hours on our website. Live in the newsroom, JDS McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, JDS. Viterbo is celebrating their 23rd anniversary of their Place of Grace concert. The concert has more than just live music, serving as a fundraiser that will buy food, toiletries, and emergency assistance to people who are in need. Organizers say the event nourishes both the body and spirit.
We know that a number of people are looking for enough to eat. We know that people are looking for ways in which they can provide for their families. We know that people oftentimes are dealing with sadness because they feel alienated and alone. And today, the experience of joy, the experience of community gives us strength to continue to do the work.
For no cost, all were welcome and encouraged to help a neighbor in need with a cash or food donation. The Sparta VFW hosted its annual Buck Fever fundraiser, a community tradition for over 30 years. The event raises crucial funds to support local youth programs and veterans, including scholarships, VA hospital support, and emergency aid. But the event offers more than just fundraising money.
Seeing some of the older veterans come in here, and when we have the meat raffle and they win, just to see a smile on their face, but just being down there so they can have camaraderie with other people, and not just veterans. I mean, it's people just regular, just coming into our establishment here and enjoying the camaraderie of talking to other people about maybe what they did or what they've done and the things that they're doing.
Raffle drawing prizes include donations from area businesses. Now today in Winona, Two Fathoms Brewing Tap Room hosted a garage sale fundraiser with a purpose, supporting the Winona Volunteer Services food shelf. The sale was started by several Winona residents who partnered with Two Fathoms and called on the community of Winona for donations. Shoppers could score deals while helping families in need stay fed this winter.
There are ways that you can help people in the community. I know a lot of times people feel like if they don't have a lot to offer that they can't help, and every little bit of help is useful.
All proceeds went to benefit the food shelf, which offers help all year round to those in need. Now, the Packers took to the East Coast this afternoon, trying to find some offense after scoring just 20 points over their last 2 games. The offense has been extremely disappointing over the last 2 weeks, and at times it was sloppy, but today when it mattered most, Love and Company got the job done. And Jameis Winston sneaks it in to give the Giants a 1-point lead. But after that, Love would leave the offense down the field, and then with 4 minutes to go, he would take a shot to the end zone. And Christian Watson, who made a remarkable catch that would give the Packers the lead as they would hold on for the win 27-20. Packers are now 6-3 and 1 on the season, and Cade will have the full highlights and reaction from this one coming up later in the show. Now, earlier today, the community of Trempealeau raised a glass to 14 years of Almero Vineyard. The vineyard celebrated today with a sparkling wine toast. Owners joined guests for the special day and offered deals for shoppers.
So we have our own sparkling wine that we make in the bottle. Everyone's here to, we've made it through 14 years. It's really impressive. We have a full teenager.
That's right. We're lucky to have so much support with it, like from locals and people visiting the area, and just to be able to share that's really great.
Organizers say the celebration showcases the winery's family atmosphere and that the vineyard hosts many events throughout the winter season. Still to come, before the Hogan Center comes down, volunteers are making sure its story lives on. We'll have this week's eyepiece following the break.
My mission has been a driving factor in my life. I feel the same way about Network Health. Their mission is to create healthy and strong Wisconsin communities. For over 41 years, they've been consistent showing up and helping people throughout Wisconsin. Living and working in the communities they serve explains the high-quality customer service. They're serving their friends, families, and neighbors. If you're looking for a health plan that recognizes you as a person, not a number, look no further than Network Health.
Why
Why wait till Black Friday for big savings? At Wesco and Sparta, it's Black November. Everybody does Black Friday, but at Wesco, every day in November is Black Friday. Get break down the door savings on furniture, mattresses, appliance, and flooring. Then save even more with coupon savings of $25 to $100 off. Buy one item, use a coupon. Buy 10 items, use 10 coupons. There's no limits during Black November. Now at Wesco and Sparta. Look in your paper for coupons or online at shopwesco.com.
Not everyone calls me coach. The most important people call me dad. As a parent, I want to teach my kids the value of bringing their best minds and hearts to everything and everyone. As examples of what that means in action, I often point to the care teams at Amplify Health. These pros go all in service to the well-being of others. Their parents should be very proud.
Before the Hogan Administrative Center is reduced to rubble, Habitat for Humanity volunteers are carefully removing anything they can save. For the team, it's more than just salvage work. It's a way to honor one building by giving each piece a fresh start. News 8 photographer John Hayes has the story with this week's eyepiece.
Our Reclaim program has been around for quite a few years, but it's been picking up steam in recent years with word of mouth and people hearing about some of these larger projects we've been taking on. It's a great opportunity for property owners like the school district or like the city to salvage material, to divert items from the landfill and make sure that we reduce the waste of these big demolition projects. We have some really dedicated volunteers for the Reclaim program who really like to do this salvage work. It's unique, it's a different project every time, and you get to get your hands on some really cool stuff. So we're really grateful for that core group of volunteers. We've also had brand new volunteers show up and want to get involved.
This project specifically interested me because I taught in the school district for 10 years and I no longer do, so I was like, well, it'll be fun to tear down Hogan, I guess.
Our volunteers bring a sense of like our mission, Habitat's mission, knowing that even though what we're doing on this Reclaim site isn't necessarily, you know, building a Habitat home like you would traditionally think, it directly has an impact on our Habitat homes. I appreciate that all of our volunteers and people who purchase these items share that level of interest and excitement about quality materials. If we didn't do this, this entire building would just be smashed into bits and all of those bits would end up at the landfill.
If you're interested in any of the items salvaged from the building, you can stop by the Habitat for Humanity Restore. Now, a Vernon County program is working with domestic violence offenders to lower the chance that they reoffend. The Creating a Process for Change program teaches offenders how to handle conflict in relationships. Over 27 weeks, the group works through the curriculum and has open conversations about their experiences.
If we only work with victims and don't work with offenders, offenders just keep finding new victims. And so we really need a path for full recovery for both the victim and the offender in order to create real change and end the cycle of violence in our communities.
Tomorrow at 6, hear from a man who went through the program and credits it for changing his life. Still to come, how a Good Samaritan saved a life and where first responders found him right after this.
And we're looking at a fairly quiet start to the week for tomorrow, but going into Tuesday morning, you could see some flakes on the way into work. I'll have all the details coming up tonight or right after the break.
Together, we're stronger.
Western works side by side with local employers to provide career-ready skills.
Together, we make a difference.
Western's 90-plus programs go hand in hand with today's job market.
Together, we're vital for our communities.
Our region's exceptional industries rely on Western grads. We're all in this together.
Together,
we are Western.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time. We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family. Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Experience the thrill of gaming at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin. Whether you're a slots enthusiast or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Enjoy delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more memories and adventure to your visit at any one of our 6 locations. And coming soon to Beloit. More of our amazing gaming options, amenities, and outstanding service you can count on. Find your fun today at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin.
Black Friday deals all month long. Up to 60% off list only at Slumberland. Like a comfy Ashley sofa, just $339. Plus a best-selling Lazy Boy recliner, just $399. Relax in a dual power reclining sofa in leather for just $799. Deals so big, prices so low all month long. Get a new Ashley 6-piece dining set for just $399. Black Friday all month long sale. Get these deals while they last. Only at Slumberland Furniture. Heck yeah.
Drive your story with a new Ram.
Take your next adventure in a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Get your Ram or Jeep now during the Wrap Up the Year sales event. Get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn and Laramie. And get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Hurry in because this offer ends December 1st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
A California man was saved from a river thanks to a Good Samaritan. The man was swept away more than a mile downstream before he was able to climb out. The passerby heard the man calling for help and threw down a rope to keep him safe until rescue crews could respond. Firefighters arrived at the scene and pulled him to safety. Now we'll send it over to meteorologist Nicole Skalicki for our full forecast.
We have some exciting or aggravating changes on the way to the forecast, depending on whether or not you're ready to see some more snowflakes floating around. Could see a little bit more than we saw in the previous weeks as well. Still yet to see a measurable snowfall across most of the area, so this is really looking like one of our first real chances for some of us to see it. It's likely not going to be a widespread snow. So let's dive right into it. Starting in the morning, not expecting any snow yet as we go into tomorrow morning, but it is going to be pretty chilly out there. With those clear skies tonight, expect overnight lows for the most part well below freezing, 28 when you wake up in the morning, and across a chilly 23 in Eau Claire. The good news is we're not expecting any wind out there. It's actually going to be calm as we go throughout the morning hours and throughout much of the day, so we shouldn't have to be worrying about a wind chill through the morning hours. As we go into tomorrow afternoon, then temperatures likely staying close to average. We'll see cloud coverage slowly increasing throughout the day, hindering us from warming too much, but still going to feel pretty much like it should for the middle of November. Outside 46 in La Crosse, 45 for your Monday high in Eau Claire. And then once we go into the evening hours, that's when the pattern really starts to switch up a little bit. We start to see more cloud coverage moving in as we go throughout the day. Monday likely increasing throughout the afternoon, and once we get into Monday evening, that's when we could start to see the chance for a few very light and isolated showers, although the main rain really looks to hold off to the south until we get after about sunset, if not a little bit later. Starting to see some rain moving into the area later on into the nighttime, I think around after 10 p.m. for the most part, and we could see some significant rainfall in here as far as November standards go. Once we get later into the nighttime, that's when the temperatures start to dip a little bit cooler, and by early Tuesday morning, around 4 to 5 in the morning, that's when we could start to see a little bit of a wintry mix mixing in with a lot of that rainfall. As we go later into the morning hours, that's when we can see an almost full transition to snow. Now, the main story here is a lot of this activity is looking to stay along or south of I-94. Also, while most of it will be turning to snow, you can see areas along river valleys, especially in the Mississippi, where it's still going to be just a couple degrees warmer, could prevent any snow from forming in those river valley areas. So definitely on the ridgetop, high potential to see some snowfall going into Tuesday morning, but areas further low, especially near those warmer waters, could be holding off from that snowfall at least until a little bit later in the morning, although this system really moves out pretty quickly as we move into the afternoon. So definitely looking like a possible headache for the morning commute, because this will be our first significant snowfall, but nothing that we haven't dealt with before. And keep in mind, we do have a significant amount of rainfall on the way beforehand. This is before it would turn to snow. So still seeing the probability of maybe half an inch of rain falling before that snow. So the ground will be wet. Not really tracking a freeze with this, but wet ground will make it a little bit harder for that snow to stick. Here's what I'm thinking right now. This darkest blue is showing the highest chance, or the more likely chance, to maybe get an inch or more of accumulation overall. Not expecting a lot of snow to stick around. And again, areas in the river valleys, not impossible to start to see some snowfall accumulation, but you're going to have to fight for a little bit more with those warmer temperatures. And either way, even if we do see that snow accumulation, it's not looking to stick around for maybe even more than a day, because temperatures will be staying above freezing as we go into multiple of the afternoons ahead of us. So a good first chance to see a nice accumulation of snow if you want to see it, but if you're not looking forward to it, it really should not stick around for more than a day at most. I'm excited to see a couple flakes on the way into work on Tuesday.
It's always fun, that first snowfall of the season.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, thank you, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, action in the NFL. The Packers were on the road taking on the Giants. Kate is in next with all the highlights and reaction.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Stay updated while you scroll. Follow us on Instagram at WKBT News 8.
Maxwell White Plumbing stands behind every bathroom remodel. With over 700 5-star reviews, we guarantee you're going to love your new bathroom. And for a limited time, offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, causing irreversible vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Ask your doctor about Izervay.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay is the #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for new GA patients. Izervay is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression, which may help preserve your vision longer.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Slow your GA. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
When we say we're stuffed in here like a sausage, we mean it.
Mike and Kyle on the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Automotive.
We buy and sell thousands of vehicles every year.
We ship nationwide every week. We buy vehicles nationwide as well.
Here are a few examples of why we are the undisputed price leader.
Mach-E's from $30,000 off new MSRP, Lincoln's from $15,000 off new MSRP, or how about late model Mustang convertibles from $16,995.
Get to the sunny side of 61,
Sugarloaf Automotive in Winona.
We were in the beginning process of figuring out what we wanted to do to remodel 2 bathrooms. It was so helpful to be able to walk into the trailer and feel like you can envision that in your own home.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
It's an important week for the Packers as they're currently on a 2-game losing streak and have scored just 20 combined points over their last 2 games. But a new week and Green Bay had a chance to pick up another win. So let's go to MetLife Stadium. Packers taking on the New York Giants, who just fired their head coach earlier in the week, and they came out ready to play. First drive of the game, and Devin Singletary is going to run it up the middle. New York with an early lead. It's the first opening drive touchdown the Packers have given up all season. Second quarter, Love would leave the game with a shoulder injury. So enter Malik Willis, and Willis finds Watson for the score. PAT no good. Packers down 1. One more look at it. Great throw. Great catch. Now, Love would return to the game, but with Josh Jacobs leaving with an injury, enter Emmanuel Wilson. He's going to score from 12 yards out, his first of the year. Packers up 6, but New York would march down the field, and with a minute 15 to go before the break, it's Singletary again, his second of the game. Extra point was missed. This one was tied at 13 going into the break. But after the half, Green Bay came out swinging on 2nd and goal. Love, he's going to find a wide open Josh Wiley. Now, another missed extra point has the Packers up 19-13. Fourth quarter, Giants at the goal line again, and this time it's Jameis Winston on the QB sneak. New York takes a 1-point lead. But here come the Packers. Just over 4 to play on 2nd and 7, and Love goes to the corner of the end zone. And oh my, what a catch by Christian Watson. A 17-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion good. Packers go up 7. What a great game by Christian Watson. But New York would still have a chance at the 14-yard line. Winston going to the end zone, but that's into the hands of Evan Williams as he puts this game to bed. Packers back into the win column, 27-20, the final.
I try to put it up for in a place he can go make a play. Obviously, you know, we're dealing with the win and things like that. So, you know, I'm not trying to throw a perfect ball, just throw him one up that he can go make a play on. And he did a great job, you know, going high pointing that ball and coming down with the catch. So that was a big time catch by him. Christian, you know, 2, you know, phenomenal catches for touchdowns today.
That's now Green Bay's 7th game scoring at least 27 points. Love was just 13 of 24 passing for 174 yards. But there were 7 dropped passes by wide receivers, 5 in the first half alone. But they came up clutch when it mattered. Green Bay now 6-3-1 on the season. Let's go to Minneapolis. The Vikings hosting the 6-3 Chicago Bears. Vikings up 3 in the second quarter, but the Bears strike. Kyle Monangai takes it in from 1 yard out. Bears take the lead. Later in the quarter, now 10-3 Chicago. Vikings trying to get going. J.J. McCarthy taking a shot to the end zone, but that ball is picked off. It's McCarthy's second of the half. Chicago leads by 7 going into halftime. Let's jump to the fourth quarter. Chicago now up by 13, but here come the Vikings. Jordan Mason, what a run there, 16 yards. Vikings within 6. Bears looking to go back up 2 scores, but Cairo Santos' kick is no good, so that opens the door for Minnesota, and they would take advantage. Under a minute to play, McCarthy on 1st and 10, going to the end zone, and that's Jordan Addison making the catch. Vikings take the lead, but after a long kick return, Chicago would get into field goal range, and Santos is not going to miss this one. 48 yards for the win. Bears take it, 19-17, the final.
I need to do a better job of my decision-making, the accuracy, it needs to change. I need to be better. And the overall execution of the offense, I need to be better on just, you know, doing my job at a higher level.
McCarthy just 16-32 passing, an area where he's just said it. He needs to get better with his accuracy. During this game, star wide receiver Justin Jefferson was visibly upset on the sidelines. Vikings now just 4-6 on the season. The brackets are out, and the UW La Crosse Eagles are going on the road to face Hope College in the opening round of the Division III playoffs. This is UWL's 16th appearance, including their 5th straight. Both of these teams got a first-round bye, so this game will be set for Saturday, November 29th. Round 2 of the D3 women's soccer tournament, UW La Crosse up against the University of Chicago. Scoreless in the first half, Eagles on the attack. Monica Warzin working the side, crosses it in, makes its way to Sarah Speltz, who just taps it into the net. La Crosse takes a 1-0 lead, but the Maroons would answer in the box. The cross gets blocked, but Indra Naylor recovers and buries the shot for the goal. We're tied at 1. Second half, just minutes after the break, Naylor with some space, and she sends a screamer into the net, and there was no stopping that one. Chicago takes the lead as they would end UWL season 3-1, the final. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Black River Furniture and Cabin Outlet. Shop our huge selection of upholstery by Ashley, Catnapper, and Best Home Furnishings. Sleep better with our selection of double-sided, hybrid, or all-foam mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedroom sets available. Set your dining room up with a new table, chairs, bar stools, or counter height available. Throw down a rug to complete any room. Scatters, 5x8s, 8x10s, and more. No gimmicks, no corporate hassles. Open 7 days a week. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Are you shocked by letters like these that say your Medicare plan is no longer accepted at your provider or your Medicare plan is being canceled?
You started thinking, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? It was too confusing.
I think the fear is that you think you're older and who's going to take you? You know, what's out there, what's available. We came to Strive Medicare and everything was taken care of.
Felt like we didn't have to worry about it.
Call Strive Medicare today. We're here to help every step of the way.
We don't want to see homeowners falling through their floors.
Certainly not.
So as the symptom goes, moisture, mildew, mold, any of that stuff.
That's bad. Wood doesn't like water. Every house that is on a crawl space needs an encapsulation.
It's so important, man. If this doesn't get done, like what happens to polite society now?
When your flooring's in jeopardy, ain't nobody safe.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
We know, like, if we help one person and if we impact their life and have such a positive influence on them when they're coming in here working on sometimes the hardest thing for themselves that they can do, and they can then help the next 3 to 5 people that they encounter, our reach goes more.
It's often regaining control, it's finding clarity. So working with people to break down their steps in taking the intentional action to move the needle forward towards whatever they want to accomplish.
Head over to unityfitnesspro.com today.
Hey, Dominic here. I want to show you how easy it is to make award-winning chili using our chili seasoning. First, brown 1 pound of ground beef with 1/2 cup of onion and 1/2 cup of celery. Then add 1 can of kidney beans, 1 can of tomato sauce, 1/2 cup of water, and 2 teaspoons of chili seasoning. Let that simmer for 30 minutes and you're good to go. Get chili seasoning and over 40 other blends at the outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. It's definitely a winner.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
New York City is known for having the best bagels, but that title went to a different city this weekend.
About 24 businesses battled it out in this year's Bagel Fest competition in City Fields in Queens. The winner, Starship Bagel from Dallas, Texas. 13 states were represented at the contest, including one bagel place that traveled all the way from Honolulu to compete. Now, I am a big bagel fan. My personal favorite is a cheddar herb bagel with vegetable cream cheese. Yum. What is your favorite?
That sounds so good. That also sounds like a healthy way to do a bagel. As healthy as a bagel can get. I have a sweet tooth, so anything cinnamon sugar, French toast with anything sweet. Yeah, that's usually my go-to. But any bagel is going to be a good bagel. Okay, I'll have another look at your forecast right after the break.
During the Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture, get up to an extra 15% off sale prices. This sectional is just $29.49. Plus, get 3-year special financing and Christmas decor is 50% off. Hurry, the Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture ends Tuesday.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruits and vegetables, but featuring so much more. For any special occasion, come in and check out our large selection of gift baskets. Gourmet popcorn, candy and caramel corn, honey and jam, pancakes and syrup, cheese and wine. Or create your own. Find unique gifts at Jolivet's with locally made arts and crafts. Shop local with locally made products and gifts. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar. For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
All right, friends, we know we love the fudge, but what about the ice cream?
Whoa, this hits a spot.
I think I just heard angels singing.
As good as the dill pickle fudge.
Yep, just as good as the fudge.
With dozens of flavors of fudge available, our special Wurzel drinks, and now 8 flavors of ice cream, there is something for everyone.
To Valley Fudge and Candy. It's the Veterans Day mattress sale at Home Sleep Express. Get up to an extra 15% off sale prices plus 3-year special financing on quality mattress brands including Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep during the Veterans Day mattress sale going on now at Home Sleep Express.
Well, if you haven't done it yet, tomorrow is going to be a great day for it before the snow comes and you have to deal with all those wet leaves and the gutters. So get out there and hang the lights up, or if you don't want to turn them on yet, just get them up because these pleasant temperatures are not going to last forever.
Better than doing it in 20s.
Exactly.
That is true. All right, thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.